Welcome to the MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. My name's Sean. I run MailleWerX.com. And I was saying, I was asking, what is everybody working on this week? I didn't have anything set up, and so I had that screen, the stream starting soon, up. Still got tunes playing. Can you hear me now? Should be able to hear me now. If you can't hear me now, then I got bigger problems than I thought. No, I can hear me coming through over my phone, which should be turned all the way down. There. Anyway, so I spent all my time with that stream starting soon image up, and I only grabbed half of what I needed. So that's always fun. Alright, so let's see here. Okay. Last night we finished up this little section here, put all the black and yellow rings in. Now you can really, looking at it, you can see like what yellow scroll work goes over and under which piece, and it came out pretty good so far. So I need to make this more curvy. I need to make this a little more curvy. All that can be adjusted. I just wanted to get an idea of what I was doing. I'm going to order some more black 18 gauge 1/4 inch anodized aluminums. Tunes are loud. I can turn them a little bit down. It's always you know, some songs are loud. Some people say they can't hear them. I don't know. When I go back and listen to a stream, and hey, Josh! Wow, Josh and Chip tonight. What time is it where you're at, Mr. Fryer? What am I doing? I don't even have my image. Where's that? The image I work off of. Can anybody tell me where I put it? What the hell? There it is. It didn't go far. 3:05 in the morning. Oh, it's rough. Pardon me. Had quite the stomach trouble today. It's not been fun. This goes over the top of that. Okay, that makes more sense why it's that way. Yeah. So, camera got there today. Awesome. Thanks so much. We're really coming handy when you get back to streaming, which will hopefully be very soon. Nice. I'm glad it got there. I hope it's functional. I was running out of time to look how to package it, and I was like, alright, padded envelope and hope for the best. But I'm glad it got there. And yeah, it's, you know, it's not a great camera by any means, but you know what? It got me from flipping the front of, or moving my screen down so that people could see what I was working on, to the dual cam setup I have now, which will soon be a 3 or 4 camera setup in the future. Gecko Gangster, how you doing? So, little steps, you know, little camera improvement should help when you get back to streaming. How is the move and everything? How's that going? Gecko, I'm doing well. About to do a full portion with solid stainless dragon class. Sweet. I can report. Yeah, let me show you this So this part right here, right? I was working on that last night, and that's where you can really start to see. It needs a little tuning up, but you can see what yellow scroll work goes over what there. If you're working on getting the power hooked up, hopefully by this time next week, you'll be off the generator and back on the grid. That's good news. Yeah, moving sucks. I don't want to do it. Ever. I moved. I lived in multiple houses growing up. I lived in multiple trailers growing up. A shack in the middle of a field. Back and forth between my parents, and then when I joined the Army, I moved all over, you know, Louisiana, Iraq, Washington, D.C., San Antonio, Texas. You know, that was the best place, was San Antonio. All right. Did I make all this stuff in the shop? Yeah, on my website? No, that's a print product. So you order one, it gets printed and made and shipped out. I just do the designing of all of them. All right. Otherwise, you've been doing a lot of cleanup and tree cutting? Yeah. Yeah, I went to Iraq for 2 years, in 04 and 05, and then 07 to 08. Long time ago. Undeveloped property, but a ton of potential. Living in a trailer. Trailer sucks, though. Yeah, I'll bet. What have I done here? That's not going to work. Is it? Hang on, this is... Maybe if I just remove that one real quick. Happy you're still alive? I'm happy I'm still alive too. I've been out longer than I was ever in, but I did spend 2 years over there. Wasn't doing anything too crazy, but... I don't know why I took that out. I took out the wrong ring. Because of course I did. I'm gonna just take out this green ring behind it. There. Okay, you wouldn't have knew that kind of clothes and had some good time? Yeah. I've lived in a few trailers, never a travel trailer. I could imagine doing it when I am retired. That did need to come out. Jeez Louise. I am streaming to Twitch and YouTube. And there is like a multi-chat thing you can get. I haven't had a chance to set it up. I've been working on some other stuff. I'm gonna have to move this whole thing. Yeah, we've got one person over on Twitch hanging out with us. A couple people on Facebook. Nobody, almost no one ever shows up on YouTube except for bots. But that's, I keep my channel there because it's a good way to reference people if they want to check something out, they're familiar with YouTube. So, I needed to move that forward. No. There. So, and then, oh, so I got to work on a project today, something I've been trying to get done for about 2 years now. Finally able to sit down and make some progress. It's a wonder, you know, what you can do when you're unemployed, right? I'm going to show you this to you. No, go away. Don't need any kind of, okay. Alright, do you guys see the app with, my logo on it right there? You guys see that? Alright, so that's gonna be, it's not gonna look like this. I decided that it's illegible and I need it more readable. So that is what I've been working on. Oh, that's not what I want. You guys see it? Good. Good, good, good. I'm building out an app for live streaming, my store, and then just packing it with as many chainmail resources as I can in there for people. And then we'll see where it goes from there, what other stuff I can include. Did I jump a ring? So I'm pretty happy that I'm finally making some good progress on that. The way it's set up right now, it's a little illegible, a little difficult to read, so I'm gonna try and adjust that as best I can. But all those features are functional that were on there. And I don't know. I could have gotten it done a lot sooner. It's just one of those things, like many of the projects laying around down here that I have been putting off and putting off. I finally had the time to sit down and work on it, and I didn't have any excuses anymore for why it wasn't done. So I'm quite thrilled that I've got it going. And then let's see here. In the last 2 days, I have bought 2 domains for 2 other projects. And I'm excited. Things are moving forward. You gotta take the ring out before you replace it. So how was everybody's Monday? I was able to... I have to maintain a pretty rigid schedule for myself, right? I'm up at 6, take a kid to school, I'm at work down here in this chair on my computer working on stuff by 8:30. If I'm feeling generous, I'll give myself a lunch break. But then I'm right back down here. And I work until down here until 3. Go get my kid. And with the number of projects that I'm working on, I'm going to be down here a lot. I wasn't able to today. I was actually very fortunate to get down here at all today. Almost didn't make it for medical reasons. I was not feeling too well a little bit ago. But since I don't have an understudy, and I'm the only one who can do this, I guess it's gotta be me down here. So, suck it up, you know, the show must go on. Alright, so what is a stormtrooper's favorite store? You ready? A stormtrooper's favorite store is the store next to Target. Get it? Because they miss, you know. Monday was a shocker, real shit night at work. That sucks. I don't have those anymore. I can't say that yet. I don't have those right now. Sounds like your average day up till 5:30 to deal with puppies. Oh yeah, I forget even talking about my average day. Yeah, so leave here at 3 to go get the kid, and then I'm back, and then I don't get much done because it's dinner and homework, and then I'm down here by 9 o'clock, and then done by 10, and then in bed by 11:30. And if I don't adhere to that, like if I like stay up late or whatever, it just ruins my whole day. There was another really bad joke I was going to tell you. I'll see if I can think of it. One of those things where if I force myself to try and think of something, it will never come to me. But if I stop what I'm doing and stop thinking about whatever it is I'm trying to think of, it'll come to me right away. Alright, if I have to deal with puppies, work by 8:30, anodizing time, work till 4, and then cook dinner for everyone. Nice. Yeah. If I maintain my schedule of being consistent down here, showing up, working on whatever a little bit at a time, I'll get a lot of good stuff done. Got up at 2 p.m. and worked 4:30, finished at 1:30. Okay, so you're like 2.5 hours out of work? Is that what I'm hearing? That makes sense if you're up that late. If you're not getting off until the middle of the night, it makes sense why you would be up in the middle of the night. Now you're chilling in bed with your mail workstation doing the full Persian. Nice. I've got 9 feet of a full Persian chain over here that I'm working on. I have not prioritized that project in a bit. All 3 of the projects I have going on right now are very big projects, and so since I got the black rings in for this flag. I wanted to get those in before I took a break and worked on something else. Come on, there we go. I can't not. Oh, I didn't realize that this was still there. How's that? Better? Can you see what I'm working on now? You're sitting here sponge anodizing tie scales and different color schemes? Nice. Alright, yeah, you do odd hours. You got a 26-inch hoodoo hex and stainless necklace you're working on as well? Nice. Apparently my kid had a field trip today that I'm 100% certain the school made me aware of, but I had no idea it was today or that it was happening. So he gets back and tells me he went to the forest to tap trees to make syrup. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? How you doing, Peg? You still haven't tried to do hoodoo or hoodoo hex weaves? They're on your list? Nice. That, you know, I don't know if I've done hoodoo. Have I done hoodoo? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Did I not? Man, who's running this shit show? I did not put the rings back in that I just took out. Way to go, me, for paying attention. Just got back from fire safety training. You can now responsibly put out people's and props that are flamed. Nice. That's actually probably really cool and really important. It's good that you're doing it. Let's see here. Almost done with this little section here. We'll take a look how it turned out in a second. I've got a jumped ring in there because I'm not a professional. I took out 2 rings, didn't replace them with the right color, and then I took out 2 more rings and it was all jacked up. No offense to anyone named Jack in this crowd. So, I found it amusing that I have Maille's tutorials in the app that I'm working on as one of the features. I sent her an email a while ago when I first started working on that project if I could include them, and they're not like uploaded into the app. They're still on. You click a button and go to YouTube, right? It's not perfect yet. I got to figure out what's going on the app end, because for some reason when you go to watch a video, if you hit the back button, it's loading up the next 5 videos and you can't get back to video number 1. It's real fun times trying to figure that one out. All right. Haven't poi or fire dancing in forever. I have never done it. I only vaguely know what it is. All I know is that Peg joins the stream pretty much every night. I'd say every night. She's here hanging out. And she tells me about all these injuries she has from what she's learning. And that there's staffs and fire involved. You haven't lit any props on fire, you're very happy with LEDs in your lightsaber? Guilty as charged? Yeah, I decided many years ago that I don't want to get hit pretty much ever. So, or hurt myself. Done doing that. I hurt myself recently, beginning of this year, and I have still not quite recovered from that. Just by trying to exercise. So you gotta be really careful when you do that, apparently. I found out the hard way. I didn't think, I was just jumping rope, right? Like, I didn't think that it would be that bad, that difficult on me. And after, I wasn't hurt right away. It took about 2.5 weeks for my knees to just be like, yeah, okay, we give up. You're not going to be able to move anymore. And my knees didn't start feeling better until my dad got sick and I drove home from Wisconsin to Idaho, and I was laying on my grandma's couch with my feet propped up, and when I got up from my nap, I felt a lot better. And that is the healing power of my grandma's couch. You've done sword, staff, and poi balls, but it's been years since you've done any of it. Yeah, okay. So, come on, there we go. What? Okay. Songs that make annoying sounds for long periods of time. Get the axe. Excuse me. Put this, and then I'll show you the progress in here real quick. Alright, that looks a lot better. Looks like it's doing real well there. So now which one of these? You can tell that I'm just loving how the outline just brings everything, you know, makes it so cohesive. despite having to redo all the gold or whatever and put yellow rings in because I ran out. So glad I did that line. Yeah, I know that one had nerve issues down your right arm, and compensating for that, I've done rotator cuff and left shoulder, makes mailing real hard at times. Yeah, we started with poi, then made contact staff, then made a contact sword, then bought the lightsaber we played with, and tried to build a dragon staff. Just about ready to buy a fire contact staff for the balance. Alright. That, a fire contact staff. That sounds like you hit people with something that's on fire. Is that... I mean, I'm hoping that's not the case, but... This goes over the top here. So... start here. Work from the outside in. No hitting bystanders. That was the fire safety thing tonight. Good. It just says fire contact staff, you know? Maybe the title should be fire contact staff not for hitting people. I don't know. It's like you gotta specify that it's not meant to be used in contact with human flesh. You'll see if they'll update the description. For me, please, for, you know, so I know that everyone's being safe. I don't have to go and be a conscientious Karen. My apologies to anyone named Karen in this stream. Bad luck having your name this year. What do you think contact juggling? When you think contact juggling, do you envision a thrown weapon? Contact means they keep in contact at all times during the flow to keep safe control of the flaming item to not light others on fire. Yeah, no, I've got no... I don't think of contact juggling at all, to be honest. I'm not even... Like, you just explained it, right? And then it's just a term for control. Because when I think contact sports. And it makes me wonder if Peg is doing contact, dragon, staff, poi, lightsaber battles with flames somewhere thrown in there. I don't know. I don't do the whole fire thing. Old circus folks did it with them glass spheres. Contact is all about balance. You don't hold the prop, you balance it on the other body. See, this is why I gotta have two people on this channel talking about what they're talking about. Because I kind of get what you're saying now, but communicating that via text is difficult for me, to say the least. That's gonna look really awkward. think I'm just gonna kind of carve this channel in here where the black rings are gonna go. Black Widow contact juggles bad guys in Marvel Universe. I didn't see the Black Widow movie. But yeah, okay, I kind of get what you're saying. I've got a feel for it, the concept of it in my mind. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Here. No, that's correct. I am right. Hey Barb, how you doing? Her whole jump wrap toss move. That's a cool move. I wish I could do that move. Or have her do that move on me. I mean, oh, did I say that out loud? Shit. I would, yeah. Where are we at? 1, 2, bum, bum. Come on. You're all right. Oh, speaking of asking after people, so group drama, completely avoidable, completely. I caught a glimpse of it. I don't know how bad it got, but I sensed it was trouble and I stayed away. Yeah, she really does. You heard another person describe contact as allowing the prompt to fall with grace. Not bad. Frazzled, life bullshit. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Come on. Where's the opening to this ring? There we go. It's one of those... It's like, I don't know who this person is. I know who MailleWerX is, and... I don't know where this person's coming from or going from. Or going to. So here's my question, right? I'm sure some of you feel more strongly about this than I do, but I don't get involved in internet fights. I don't give a shit what your opinion is on anything, because it doesn't pay my bills. I'll have a discussion with anyone about anything, right? I'll talk with someone, but you know, I'm not gonna argue with you. And arguing on the internet is, I used to do it, and then I realized how much of a waste of time it was, and I stopped, and I decided to become more productive. They'd only been in the group 6 days. Well, I mean, and that's one thing, you know. Are they gone? Is that... Did they get the boot? Or was the thread just deleted? And it's not important. Anyway. What do you guys feel... Like, I don't know MailleWerX personally or anything. I've only had brief contact with them. And I'm sure there were a lot of people that were coming to her rescue. People who probably know her better than me. I just didn't feel like it was my place to say anything. Like, not my circus, not my monkeys kind of deal. So I'm guessing, or I don't know. It's like, I wouldn't expect anyone to come to my defense if someone was attacking me online. I probably deserve it, first off, but second off, it's like, I don't know, I'm an adult and I can handle my own stuff, you know? But I was thinking about it later, and I kind of felt bad for not saying something, you know? My initial reaction is to just avoid it, because nothing I say is going to change that person's mind, which was very clear from the beginning. But then again, it's like someone who has contributed a significant amount of time and effort into the chainmail community. I don't know, I felt bad for not saying something, which I don't usually. So I don't know. It was just weird. It's a weird feeling. I don't usually get, like, you know, put your dukes up. Yes, you missed the drama, saw some of the aftermath, not your circus, not your monkeys. Yes, Barb, she got to the point of saying she shouldn't put her tutorials on YouTube. Imagine trying to tell someone else what they should and shouldn't do. Well, you shouldn't do that. Why don't you get bent? Why don't you go throw yourself in front of a moving vehicle? Okay, like, I was fine, this person's new. Okay, maybe they came in and made a mistake, but if she said, if that's correct, that she said she shouldn't be putting her tutorials on YouTube because of her one insignificant complaint, I would push this person in front of a moving car, 100%, hands down, no questions asked, right? I loathe people who think that they have some kind of opinion on what other people should and shouldn't do, especially when it comes to, like, putting up a YouTube video, right? Oh, well, she doesn't include that content. She shouldn't do it. Wow. Okay. There's no hope for that person. That's interesting. The person was venting because Deb didn't put the AR where they thought the AR should be listed. Yeah. I did catch that much of it, and I was like, that's when I started to steer clear. It got really nasty. That's what I heard. You need a ringinator and to stop clip cutting your rings. Yeah, you need a ringinator and to stop clip cutting your rings. If I had a ringinator, I would send you one. Because I would. But I don't have one. I don't want to make rings, so if I had a ringinator, it wouldn't be a very good use to me. Like my tumbler, very important thing to have laying around if you're into chainmail, right? Tumbler is an invaluable tool, but it does not get used nearly enough, so I'd love for someone else to be able to come and, you know, just borrow it for a month and bring it back. Problem with that is, though, I don't lend out my tools, and if someone tried to borrow a tool, I would shoot them. I do not borrow or loan out tools. I have had far too many of them they walked away, and so the instant solution to anyone asking is just death, just extreme violence. Because no, sorry, I don't, you know, I didn't want you guys to know about that side of me, but. However, if I had a ringinator, it wouldn't do me any good, really. I would hand that off to someone else. Never lend out your tools. That's how you lose them. Yeah. And you never get them back. I lost a skill saw to someone. I don't even know who. I didn't loan it out. Exactly why you kind of got involved is pretty pissed off. You don't use devs vids as... Find them a little tough, you prefer picks. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, to each their own when it comes to using whatever tutorial you learn how to make something. Whatever tutorial style you need, you know? You know, whatever your preference, it doesn't matter, right? No one tutorial is going to be perfect for everyone, you know? She has a set contribution to Chainmail, right? And, you know, I'm very grateful. I don't use her videos. I don't think I've ever used them for anything as far as I know. Doesn't she typically... Like, she's got everything you need, you know, the basis of it. Isn't she... Does she have Gecko Gangsters back? Yeah. You see it and try it, or a UT attempt? Nice. Does she have... Like, does she start from the beginning with Euro 4-in-1 and then move on to harder weaves, or is she, like, making medallions or necklaces, sets, you know, like matching earring necklace sets? I thought that was what she was doing. Because I've never... I know that they're there, and I've seen them and watched through a few of them, but it's been 100 years since that happened. You're like, Chip, even with the written instructions, you do better with photos. Yeah, also tomorrow you got school, so if you go to sleep, see you next time. All right, Gecko Gangster, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate you being here. Appreciate you coming back. Please feel free to come hang out anytime. I will reiterate about how I become a violent murderer whenever someone tries to pinch my tools. But again, thank you. Have a wonderful night. She does all sorts of stuff. Okay, that's pretty much what I understood. But like I said, it's been 100 years. Okay, so don't knock my short-term memory too much. That. Okay, I see what I did. That would make more sense if I did it this way. Okay. Like, the scroll growing over the top was really large for some reason. And it's because I put these black rings one row over than where they should be. So, just fix that. Just nip that right here. Come on. Alright. You'll defend someone who gives their time to aid the community? Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I was like, afterwards, because I don't have time to stop and get on every internet conflict. I don't. And like I said before, my natural inclination is towards not arguing with people at all about, you know, their opinion on anything. But then when I was thinking about it later, I was like, you know, I should have said something. And then I went back and saw the aftermath. I was like, oh, you know, there's plenty of people out there that said something. All right. But still, anyway, you know, pro tip, if someone doesn't have everything perfect in their tutorial to meet your satisfaction, don't go into the community they've been a part of for a number of years and then denigrate the shit out of them. You know? So, I stopped. It was like a middle schooler. That's what it was. A middle school Call of Duty chat room kind of mentality. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Ooh. Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry, I had to write something down real quick. It came in my head. Because if I don't do that, then I'll lose it. Alright, capturing bearings tonight to make spinners with. Boys. have one captured bearing. I got it from Cinnabar. And I heard rumor that he might be appearing in a Twitch stream. Don't know when. Oh my god. Gonna be doing one of his titanium anodizing streams, which those are always a lot of fun. They're usually pretty long. You can pop in and out, and then you might even win something. And I've always had a good time just hanging out on there. He runs a good show. You know, he's smart, he's pretty, he's got all the chainmail talent in the world. And then the bastard's entertaining on camera, which I'm not jealous at all or anything. But yeah, he should be appearing in a stream sometime soon. I don't think it's already happened. Do you like spinny things? Yeah, he runs a good show. Which I aspire to be like that one day. It's important to recognize. And don't get me wrong, Steven's not the only one, but it's important to recognize when someone is better than you at something. That way, you know, you can become better. He's the one who inspired you to get into anodizing titanium. Actually need a bit of inspiration. You have some more quick, easy weaves that you can make for your show in 2 weeks. You got full Persian, half Persian, 3-in-1, Byzantine, Euro, barrel, hoodoo, hex. Need some more easy ones. Easy. Okay, so easy is a subjective term. Are you looking for chain ideas? Is that, or is it anything really? Is that good enough? No, I need to do this one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm qualified for that. 90% of what I do, I swear, is Byzantine. I've got 1, 2, 3, at least 6 bottle wrap projects or coffee cup wrap projects over on my shelf over there that are all based off of some type of Byzantine. Viper Burrows. Don't say JPL. It's your nemesis. Chain-wise. Ooh. Candy cane cord. Candy cane cord's a good one. Sweet pea. Barrel. Rhino snorting Drano. That's a good one. Just a good solid name for a weave. Viper Burst is pretty good. It was pretty easy once you get it started. Now I've heard that Kinged Viper Barros is easier than Viper Barros. Can anyone confirm? I've never tried either. I've got like this 16-foot chain of 16 gauge 3/16 stainless, all in JPL, that I used those rings on a shirt and they were all left over from that project, and so that was weird. There. What the hell? I just removed a ring of gold, right? And I didn't change what I was doing or look at it or anything, and then I just put the ring back in instead of putting a yellow ring down here. I'm a fucking genius! King VB is easier. You can do king, you can't do... Okay, alright. Oddly, yes it is. Inverted spiral is a fun weave too. Looks like a strand of DNA. Inverted spiral is cool. I'm assuming I remember correctly, and that's Diliberto who came up with that one. I saw that, and I mean, I was like, oh my god, that is amazing. I've never tried that one either. I should though. One day, I'm gonna start just ordering all his kits and learning all these weaves. I might overheat my brain trying to do that, but all right. I don't think it's too bad. I see a lot of people do it. It's a good looking weave. I just never done it myself. I'd like to try it one day. You love to tour the tiny nooks and crannies of Diliberto's mind? Yeah, you know? Because when I was younger, that, you know, not that I'm not young. I'm young, damn it. I used to spend so much time trying to on the Ring Lord, on the mail sites, on any resource I could get a hold of, and I would dream about a project and connecting rings in my head, and sometimes I would come up with solutions to a problem, and about half the time they actually worked. Most of the time they didn't, or half the time they didn't. And I used to constantly think and dream about rings, and I know that I am not as prolific in my skill set as he is. And so if I was able to manage to get to a point where I was dreaming in rings, not like necessarily dreaming about working on a project or something, but dreaming about how to solve a different problem with different rings. Sometimes it was applicable to a project. If I was able to get to that point, how much more does he think about it? And in what capacity, and in what dimension, and to what integer, you know? Just like, there's a lot of really good mailers out there, and some of the shit they do is just fucking mind-blowing. He's the ring whisperer, for real. His rings are, his stainless. It's like nothing I've ever worked with before. I love it so much. Like, I don't know if I will ever see more perfect rings. I kind of balked at the price for a little bit, and then I got the first couple of sample sets in that I ordered, and I just dumped a whole bunch of money for Like, yeah, I need that, and I need that, and I need that, and I need, yeah. Add to cart, add to cart. Alright. How is that looking from skyline point of view? Oh, yeah, no, that looks great. Okay, so we were working right here. Alright, all this will be outlined in black at one point. You know, you'll see a little bit better. But, tell what's going where. Let's see here, I've got time. What? So my phone's beeping, or buzzing. Do a lot of fancy stuff on this one. Okay. Just pop those two out. Use some black and stainless for your ducks. They turned out awesome. Yeah. Yep. You'd love to get his weave subscription, but you're absolutely positive that most of his weaves are way above your skill set. Well, one day, you know, I mean, it's not going to be above your skill set for forever. If you can make a dragon, I imagine you can do 90% of his kits. And this, I am assuming they come with a tutorial. I don't even know. Because if they don't come with a tutorial, then well, I'm out. I'm not going to sit there staring at a bunch of rings trying to figure all that stuff out. I need my brain. I don't need to have a stroke trying to figure all that out. It's a socket ring, you dirty bastard. Alright. Yeah, peg sculptures are badass. Barb's dragons are badass. I can't do a dragon. Like, you know, I'm just a guy who's up here trying to show other people what not to do when they try to freehand a really big inlay and they have no idea what they're doing. The trick is, don't do that. Alright. Let's see. You're afraid to attempt one of your dragons? It's been forever since you made one? Yep, I get it. Like, I don't think there's anything really... I could pretty much duplicate everything I have over there. There's nothing over there that I couldn't, like, just look at. Anyone could walk up, look at everything I have over there and be like, oh yeah, I see how we did that, you know, and move on about their day. Okay? Alright. How's that looking? Ooh. Whew, these two loops look real good. We're going to have to add a bunch more black and it'll look a whole lot more solid, but man, oh man. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Fast zoom. There we go. Alright, we'll probably take that ring out and slim it up a little bit. And Gale's dragons are off the chain. I don't know if I've seen Gale's dragons. You want to buy one just to have it? Mana Sand for dragons are badass. Yeah. Who is Gale? I don't know who Gale is. Alright. Okay. Well, it's looking more... It's looking better than I ever hoped it would. I'm just happy to be working on it. And gonna run out of this. I'm gonna eventually run out of this green, right? Not that this green matches to begin with, but the green that they have available does, it's even worse, okay? Had it all been mixing together from the beginning, it would be one thing, but I think if I have to, I will order a bunch of black rings and, you know, do like every other ring a black ring if I need to get enough green rings to fill it out, and just use the black rings as filler. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with it coming along. You know, it's slow going because pull out the ring, put in the new ring, you know, make sure it's defined enough, blah, blah, blah. But really, only a... So here. Right, like here, 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 down here, right? Couple spots left. And then it's all just outlining everything in black. That'll go a lot faster. Alright. Bye, Barb. Have a good night. In fact, everyone, have a wonderful evening. Okay. I've got the APK file for the app on my phone. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to make it a little bit more legible, so there's some design processes that need to go in there. I've got the I need to make some, not decals, what the hell are they called? Icons for these sections. Alright. And here's a bunch of artists. Whoa. Right. There's some places to get tutorials like The Ring Lord, chainmailers.com, a couple of Facebook groups, the files section. What's this section? Mail Artisans, the Aussie Mail, Chainmail 101, Lisa Ellis tutorials. Right? That's just one section. Other stuff is that's like the chainmail section, right? Anything you need to know. I need to make a list of tools and put some links up for that. And it's just, you know, someone can have in their pocket, right? When someone asks, all right, what are some chainmail resources, right? You know, okay, download this app, here you go, right? That's the idea behind it. So I'm putting that all together. I'm making a little bit. You're in there, Josh. All right, fine, hang on. You know, I will show you. Try not to get the reflection in there. It's really hard to focus on this phone. Okay, you see yourself? Yeah, you're in there. Of course you're in there. Everybody that I asked is in there. Some of those people I may no longer have their permission. I don't know. I'm just gonna get everything together as is, and then if they have an issue, which way? What's going on here? Oh, that picture is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Oh, there we go. Thought I broke my camera. So if they have a problem with being on there, once everything is set up, then they can let me know, and I can dig out the email where I talked to him about it. You know, because people change, relationships change. It is what it is. So I am working on that. I am working on 2 other major projects on my 6 days, 6 hours between like when I drop my kid off at school and when I pick him up. And so I will get it done as quick as possible. But it's got to be, like, the design's got to be right. Everything's got to be in there. It can be updated later. That's, you know, of course. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be definitively helpful, right? Not just a link to my store. You know, that's the subterfuge here. I provide all the information. I've access to all the resources, and also, oh yeah, by the way, you know, check out this website over here. You might find it interesting. It's what do you call it? I don't know what to call it. I think you know, it's a lot of work to put it together, so I think it'll be useful to future chainmailers. All right. Alrighty, guys. Be sure to check out MailleWerX.com for all your all your chainmail themed apparel and accessories. I'm trying not to yawn during my catchphrase. It's very bad, right? We are working steadily towards beginning interviews, so it's not just going to be a chainmail strictly stream. We will be doing interviews with different kinds of makers, all types of craftspeople and artists and stuff like that. So we're working towards that, and we're working on the app, and yeah. I did just tear down a bunch of stuff in the store, and we're gonna go and build it all back up, and be working on some new designs soon. So thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. I do appreciate you being here and all your engagement. You guys all have a wonderful evening, and I will be back on tomorrow night between 9 and 10, and if not then at the latest Wednesday. Alright, you guys all have a wonderful evening. I will talk to you all later. Where's my button? Alright, you guys have a good night. Bye.